Hi, everybody. We need more people. My name is Pamela Green, and I'm one of the founders of a company called PIC Agency in Los Angeles. We do a lot of title sequences and design content and produce a variety of elements for motion pictures, television, and commercials. Some time ago, I was watching a segment on women pioneers in cinema, and one of them was Alice Guy-Blaché. Alice Guy-Blaché was one of the first women directors and studio owners in the history of film. She's one of the first women to make a narrative in 1896, experimented in sound, visual effects, and made over 1,000 films. And I was kind of astonished that I'd never heard of her. So I'm here to invite you on an amazing journey about a woman you ought to know. Take a look.
(1895). A young secretary for Léon Gaumont, a French inventor, engineer, and industrialist, was invited to see a new invention called the cinematograph.
The Lumières were cranking a small machine.
The first reliable method to project motion pictures on screen.
We saw the exit from the Lumières factory.
It would change not only her life, but the shape of the future. She exited the screening with great enthusiasm, but thought something better could be done. Why not use film to tell stories? She then asked Mr. Gaumont whether he minded if she filmed a small scene. He agreed, as long as it didn't interfere with her secretarial duties.
She saw it was an occasion to do something that seemed rather interesting and amusing, and could she do it?
Alice Guy wrote, directed, and produced one of the first narrative films ever made, La Fée aux Choux.
It's so interesting that Alice saw a film of factory workers exiting a factory, that she made that leap, and she realized we could tell all kinds of stories.
Film ultimately is just a technology. There's no art to that. The art comes from the people that are behind it, that are figuring it out.
She directed, wrote, produced more than 1,000 pictures of all kinds.
It was quite interesting to me that when I heard about her, that I hadn't heard about her.
She was more or less forgotten by the industry that she helped create.
It's a story about a woman who was not known, if known at all. A film pioneer.
Most of her films were lost. They were destroyed or credited to others. The stories in the films that did survive were groundbreaking and innovative.
She was a filmmaker of rare sensitivity with a remarkably poetic eye.
But the greatest story of them all was her own.
Thank you. So looking at that, you probably think that I'm friends with all of those people. Not true. I've worked on all of the movies, some of them for free, and that's what it takes when you want to do a documentary or something that is this big. You have to go and beg and bug and fundraise, etc. The reason why this is interesting to myself and my partner, Jadek Van Sluis, is because of the world that we can explore with our graphic and storytelling approach, using graphic design, editorial, and telling Alice's story. So I will be speaking tomorrow, and if you guys are interested, I hope you can join. Thank you.